What's up, Attack Squad? It's your boy SatAttack. When y'all see the title, I just checked out the comments. The creepy stalker follows woman home, crimes gone viral. Just got done react to the Jeffrey Dahmer incident, bro. But if you enjoyed that, subscribe me like Road 2K help, but if you enjoyed that, subscribe me. But your boy a little buzz. I don't even know if that intro made any sense, but we're gonna get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into it.
Wednesday, March 17th,
This is on my homepage after.
Just after 5 p.m.
Hey, yo, that was this last year and a half ago.
March 17th, 2021. Just after 5 p.m. Vancouver, Canada. 26-year-old Jamie Coots is heading home after a quick trip to the drugstore.
I'm walking directly downtown, probably the nicest part of Vancouver. About halfway home, I could feel somebody walking really close behind me when I was looking at my phone.
I'm hitting him with the juke move. I'm hitting him with the juke move, bruh. Hit him with the jab right, go left, go right. I'm gonna step back, let him go in front of me. Like, I'm doing something.
They're just stopped there.
No joke, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making it.
Jamie feels uneasy, so she looks behind her to try and get a better look at the person.
He's maybe 155 pounds. He's a small guy.
Weird
ass. I would say 5'7", 5'8", a little bit darker skin, darker hair, dark eyes.
Besides his eyes, Jamie can't see the man's face. It's completely hidden by his sweatshirt hood and mask.
This is very typical of someone who has ill intent. They want to be incognito.
That is true, bro. A lot of these motherfuckers have the excuse of wearing a mask nowadays. Just fucking just... Oh god, bro, the mask.
Really poignant features aren't highlighted, especially their face.
I put my phone away and looked up and said, "You're walking too close to me." And the man, he didn't say anything to me, so I was like, okay, that's weird.
The stranger is clearly following Jamie, but why?
It's possible that this stalker was trying to figure out where she lives, where she works, who she was meeting up with, trying to gain as much information about her as possible.
That's the craziest shit about the world. And yeah, like, someone could be watching without knowing they're watching, bro. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, she luckily figured it out, like, right away, because she was just following her. But, like, someone could just be watching her ass, like, 24/7. Not to creep anyone out, but that is nuts.
Was waiting for a reaction from me to try calling 911, to running, to screaming.
If Jamie calls 911,
like, what if she didn't realize that dude was following? That dude's trash at following. Like, why the fuck are you so close? Like, bro. But, like, bro. Bro, what?
Hear and get angry?
Like, bro, what if she didn't realize he was following her, bro? And she just went home. And that dude just did some crazy shit. Like, that's how crazy the world really is. She decides to turn on
her phone's camera. If Jamie calls 911, will the man hear and get angry? Instead,
but you're in the public. My bad for keep calling, but you're in a public space. What the hell? Like, I mean, you got a gun, but what's the likelihood? Bro, I don't know, bro. Like, I would have just called it, bro. Like, I would have just
turn on her phone.
I would have, bro, went to a store. If it had followed me, I would have done something there. I would have went to a store and fucking fast food, something. If he still follows me, then I'm calling 911. And there's other people around me to help me.
My only thought was,
I'm a little drunk myself. I'm not making sense.
So that's why my body told me to record what's happening.
Yo,
I truly thought that would kind of deter him a little bit. I could call the police, but that couple of seconds in between stopping the recording and trying to make the phone call.
Hey, yo, buddy, on my ass, bro, relax.
That would be the access point to come grab me.
When you're in a situation like this, you're thinking, I'm either going to survive or I'm not. And so she's thinking, what can I use? What are my weapons? For someone who's a civilian who doesn't carry around weapons, your phone can be quite powerful because of that camera. So this was really quick thinking on her part. So at least she has this guy on film. If something happens to her.
I took my phone and I held it like this, up as high as I could, so him and everybody else could see that I was recording. That way I could have a plain view of what's in front of me and how far he is behind me.
But whoever this man is, and whatever he wants, the camera doesn't stop him.
Whatever you do not walk home.
He looked the camera straight. He was not scared of being filmed.
Do not
he has no
walk
intention
to
of giving up. He's walking at an extremely quick pace, and you can see him kind of double step. I walked through a red light at one point, just as the light's changing, and he keep up with me. I'm definitely scared. It's the first nice day, but I'm still in a big winter jacket, and I'm walking on the verge of running. So I'm covered in sweat. My t-shirt was soaking wet. You can see him in multiple parts of the video wiping his face like this, trying to keep up with me. I continue to walk.
Got my boy sweating. Good shit. Good shit. Keep going. Keep going. He's not gonna last for much longer.
And
I promise you that.
But
then again, you gotta get that man caught up though. Like he gonna do it to the next person, but you broke. We gotta get that man caught up.
A 10-minute walk quickly turned into about 30 minutes.
Good shit. Good shit.
There's absolutely no other space to wonder what's going to happen next, because I'm absolutely consumed with what my next move is going to be. I'm shaking. My adrenaline's definitely at its peak.
Jamie needs to outrun or outwit the man who is following her as fast as she can.
Where's the police station?
My worst fear is sex trafficking or abduction. In Vancouver, we do have a big sex trafficking issue. We are one of the main ports, and there's been a huge amount of women going missing in the area. All I wanted more than anything was to go home. I didn't want him to know anywhere close to where I lived.
Yes, good shit.
I decide that it's in my best interest to, one, continue reporting, and two, get somewhere that's highly populated. That's when it popped into my head, you know what, I'm gonna go to the skate park. There's a lot of people there. And if this man decided to do anything, there would be so much eyes. I went right to the absolute center of the skate park, thinking that he wasn't going to follow me in, and he continued to follow.
Nothing is stopping this man.
God damn, you weird ass motherfucker. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, what do people be thinking about fault? Like, bro, this shit is weird to me.
Panicked.
I'm just trying to look for the biggest group of people.
I just want to know what the hell he was thinking.
Hey, do you mind if I sit with you guys? This guy's literally been following me in circles for like 40 minutes, and I've been recording it. And he's literally just standing behind me, and I don't know his issue.
Yeah, that's cool. Why don't you just pull up a seat?
But even when Jamie sits down, the stalker doesn't go away.
In the video, you can see he's either holding something or he's got fists in his jacket pockets, because his hands are in there, and he's trying to pull his fists out but having kind of a hard time.
Does this man have a weapon? What does he want?
He's probably sizing up the situation to see if he could ultimately take her or attack her. This is terrifying. Had she not gone to a group of people, maybe we would not have seen her again.
The man lingers for a few minutes, but as more and more skaters turn to watch him, he finally leaves.
You can see him start to walk away, and
find
then
the person?
One of the girls who was skateboarding there tried to approach him, but he continued to walk away.
Now, all Jamie wants to do is get home, but she's paralyzed with fear.
I saw the direction that he walked off in, and when I was ready, I made the mission home, but I had eyes all around me the entire time. I called the police, and I let them know what happened. I give them a description of the man, and
show them the video. You don't even need a description.
Shot a couple images from the video I had taken. Later that evening, I decided it's probably kind of important if I post this to social media. My initial thought was, if I post this, maybe somebody would be like, oh, I've seen that guy.
To Jamie's shock, she isn't the only one who's had interactions with this stalker.
I had a huge amount of people come forward saying that they've had similar situations in the past. And then about 4 women say that they were stalked very recently by somebody who appeared to look like the same man.
This is very disturbing, because when someone is a serial stalker, that means that they're thinking about what they're going to do to their victims. And that means that it doesn't stop at one person.
One of the women.
You gotta get that food caught up, bro. Like, so,
Nani Gonzalez is actually from within Jamie's own circle of friends.
10 seconds into the video, I was just like, oh my God, this was the same person that had recently followed me.
Fortunately, Gonzalez says she was able to avoid the man and lost him before she reached her home.
By the next morning, I had hundreds of messages asking me to go public.
Social media sleuths are eager to help Jamie figure out who the man is.
People wanted to figure out exactly who he was, messaging me all kinds of crazy things that I didn't even notice to look out for. Hey, did you notice there was a car with the back window unrolled?
They also point out something Jamie never saw. It looks like the stalker had something in his hand.
He was grabbing something from his pocket and putting it into his satchel, which looked like a switchblade or maybe a box cutter. And you see him at one point get caught off guard by another girl that he keeps kind of looking back at. And I was told by many people that she kind of had a similar look to me. And so I wonder if there's a specific type of woman that maybe he tries to go for.
Yo,
it wasn't until I had posted it to social media that I realized, okay, my intuition was right on knowing that this man, he's done it before, he's gonna do it again.
Just a few days after Jamie posts her video, the Vancouver police apprehend a suspect who they believe is connected to the disturbing stalking incidents. He is charged with criminal harassment for Jamie's incident.
We're very pleased that we were able to arrest the right person in this case.
Social media is amazing these days. You can put something on there and really reach a lot of people.
The ordeal has left Jamie shaken and constantly on alert.
Yes, sir.
I think about it all the time.
Being
really
on alert
don't
is the best thing.
What happens to happen in broad daylight. I think that your gut is the most important thing in the whole world. From my experience, I've learned that if something doesn't feel right, to trust it.
And she hopes talking about her experience
Also trying to process what had just happened.
will help honor those who weren't as fortunate as she was.
I was super lucky. There's a lot of women going missing. I don't want those people to be forgotten. And so I use this as an opportunity to speak out for them.
Alright, bro, that's wild, bro. Followed her for 40 minutes, stood there in the middle of a fucking skating shit, and he only left because a lot of people were looking, bro. That is wild, bro. Was on a mission, bro. Like, thank God she's okay, and they got him. They didn't show a picture. I kind of wish they would show a picture of how he looked. But if y'all enjoyed that, subscribe and like real true to help brother. Stay safe out there. Your boy Little Jet right now. Something like this. But we out, man. We out. Stay safe, y'all. It's a crazy world out here. For real, for real.